Preston, yeah, thanks for having me.
No, what?
I don't really like that.
You should pause.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Preston Sibley with mainly Niagara, and today this is episode number 3 of this series. I'm going to be interviewing Celeste Turner. Here's a video of who Celeste is, but first make sure to follow all of us on our social medias. They're on the screen right now, and make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, and drop a like on this video so you don't miss any more of these episodes. Alright guys, enjoy the video. Peace.
Hey, my name's Celeste. I use they, them pronouns, and I work for the Niagara Falls Community Health Center as their LGBTQ2+ support coordinator. I'm also on the board of directors for Out Niagara, which is a volunteer board, and I teach yoga, and I am a dog mom to a 130-pound, stinky, lovable bull mastiff mix of a dog. I work with the 2S LGBTQ+ community to support individuals and their families through any barriers that they might be experiencing, connecting with resources, providing education, the list goes on. That's me.
Welcome back, everyone. My name is Preston Sibley with mainly Niagara, and today we're here with Celeste Turner. So thank you, Celeste, for coming on the show. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. Would you just give a backstory about who you are and what you do for a living?
Yeah, sure. So my name's Celeste. I use they, them pronouns, and I am the LGBTQ2+ support coordinator for the Niagara Falls Community Health Center.
For people who don't know what that is, what is the Niagara Falls Community Health Center?
Yeah, that's a great question. So the Niagara Falls Community Health Center, we are located downtown Niagara Falls, right by the library. We're on the corner of Victoria and Morrison. At our center, the center of our center, we are primary care. So we have doctors and nurse practitioners that folks can access if they don't have a family doctor or a nurse practitioner. We are currently accepting patients. So if anyone is watching, listening, and needs a family doctor, as of today's February 4th, 2021, we're accepting new patients.
So you guys
sorry?
You guys are open?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, so we're open. We were really fortunate to have access to technology and other ways to access folks. So even for medical appointments, we have the ability to do video appointments, phone call appointments, and of course, there's some things you have to come in person for, and that's still an option as well when needed. Yeah, so at our core, we're primary care, but we believe in removing barriers to health and wellness from every angle. So outside of just primary care, we also have a counselor, we have a counseling team. We have a dietitian. We have a team that works with folks who have chronic diseases. And on that team, there is an occupational therapist and a kinesiologist. They work a lot with like exercise, movement, activities of daily living, keeping well. And we also have outreach workers, and outreach workers, I like to explain them as like really good problem solvers. So essentially, if you're facing any kind of barrier and you're like, I don't even know where to turn, if your wallet got stolen, you lost all your ID, you're like, I don't even know where to start getting my ID back, just as one example. Outreach workers are a really great place to start. They can assist with applying for things like social assistance or housing, just navigating services, connecting to services, referrals to services, if folks are experiencing like, just for example, like food insecurity, really any challenge or barrier. Outreach workers are really awesome at navigating like what your next steps are and can either assist you with that or refer you to the right person who can assist you with the problem that you're having.
Yeah.
So everything we offer is free. We're accessible to anyone within the region of Niagara. You don't just have to live in Niagara Falls. And you don't have to have your doctor with us to access our other programs and services. So even if you're like, I have a family doctor, I like my family doc, I'm staying with them, that's cool. You can still access everything else that we offer. And those are just the other staff essentially that work at the health center, the services that are available, but we do also have group programming available and virtually as well. All kinds of different programs. We could spend a long time talking about that. But the best way I would say for folks to learn about that is to go to our website, NFCHC.ca, or you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Niagara Falls CHC.
All the links are in the description, guys. You want to just go check them out. I think you covered a few of them, but what are some of the services that you guys offer?
Sure, yeah, I can talk more about those. So we have a dietitian who can assist with healthy eating, you know, if somebody's just got like a diagnosis of a certain condition that they have, for example, like diabetes, they want to know how to eat well in alignment with their diabetes to really stay healthy. She can assist with that. Just as one example of how our dietitian can assist. Our counseling team works with ages 16 and up, typically short-term counseling, and if more longer-term counseling is needed, then we can navigate that together and figure out how to access that. Our counseling team works with all kinds of different things that folks are experiencing, from anxiety, depression, the list goes on. And we do currently offer same-day counseling as well. So right now it's on Thursdays, where if somebody calls in first thing in the morning, well, it's first come, first serve. So as early as possible, ideally in the morning on Thursdays, starting at 8:30 in the morning, you can call in and request a same-day counseling appointment. So you call in the morning, and then a counselor calls you back in the afternoons. You can have like a phone one-on-one counseling appointment, which is really nice. And if more counseling is needed, then by all means, that's available as well.
Are there anything for youth or younger than 16 plus programs or anything like that?
Yeah, definitely. We have a lot of youth programs that we have run historically. Things look a little different with COVID right now, but we are still running programs virtually. Historically, some of the programs that we've run for youth include lots of different kinds of cooking programs. We've run programs for mindfulness, anger solutions. We've run a program called Rent Smart, which is to help folks understand how to navigate like getting their first apartment. What are your rights as a tenant? What are your landlord's rights? All of those things. We offer a lot of programming specific to us LGBTQ plus youth as well. We historically, again, have always run March break camps and summer camps for the past 4 years. We've been doing that. And again, all of these programs and services are free and accessible to anybody really in the Niagara community. So as for youth programs that we're offering right now, again, we've switched everything to virtual. So we are still running Queer Youth Collective is a queer and trans identified group for youth that's running weekly. We have, right now we're running a program called Have That Talk, which is about like how to talk about your mental health and how to support other people through that conversation, because we know that can be tough for some folks to navigate. So just really equipping youth with the skills to be able to advocate for themselves and for others surrounding mental health. There will be cooking programs, virtual cooking programs coming up in the near future. So again, really important to follow us on social media and check out our website to know when things are coming up, because some different programs depends, but some programs do fill up quicker than others. So it's good to be on top and know when those things are coming out to register.
Yeah. So what do you do specifically for your job?
Yeah, so my job looks different every single day, but so my job specifically, like I said in the beginning, is I'm the LGBTQ2 plus support coordinator. So I specifically work with people who identify as 2S LGBTQ plus to support and navigate through all the challenges, but also celebrations that come along with that. So I do a lot of one-on-one support, which can be a lot of different things, such as I've had parents reach out that their youth have come out and they're like, love them and support them, but you know, I don't even know what pansexual means or whatever their youth has come out as, and supporting with education and navigating kind of like what are the next steps, what are the other supports your youth might need. I do a lot of support one-on-one with navigating folks who want to legally change their name and sex designation, because it is a lot of paperwork and a lot of nitty-gritty details that you need to know to successfully complete the application. Just the legal name change application alone is like 17 pages. It's pretty hefty. You need a letter, you need to see a commissioner of oaths, and it's a lot to navigate for one person. And I've kind of got the ins and outs of it down at this point, so I get to assist people with that. And then really anything else, when I explained outreach, like I'm under the outreach umbrella. So, you know, it doesn't have to be items specific to do with any of the things I just listed. It could even just be somebody who is LGBTQ plus and needs, you know, a community and just isn't sure how to connect with folks, or, you know, what groups are available to them. Or what resources. I have a lot of folks that reach out that they need counseling, but they want to make sure that their counselor understands kind of like the lived experience of a 2S LGBTQ plus person before they reach out and start to do that. And then also group programming. So I mentioned Queer Youth Collective is a youth group that I run. I have 2 different age groups. I have an age group for 10 to 13-year-olds and an age group for 14 to 18-year-olds. This role that I'm in right now is kind of new to the community health center. It's just become this specific role this year. So I have a lot of other ideas and exciting things in the works for programs that I want to start facilitating in the near future. So again, another reason to follow us online and stay in the loop. But yeah, so that's kind of my job in a vague nutshell.
Yeah, and you enjoy doing it? Like, would you recommend that type of job to anyone else, or?
100%. Yeah. I mean, it has its ups and downs, of course, but it's so great. Every day is different. It's not like a 9 to 5 where I like sit at my desk and push papers around it. And it's not to belittle people who have 9 to 5 jobs at desks. That's fine. But I just mean it's different every single day. And there's tough times, but there's lots of things to celebrate too. And you know, supporting clients through breakthroughs and breaking down barriers is so satisfying and gratifying for me, for sure. So yeah, I love my job. I wish there were more of me everywhere for more people to have the same job. Sure.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like a fun job.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. For sure.
So how can people get involved if they need support or anything like that?
Sure. Yeah. If folks are interested in any of the programs and services that I mentioned, definitely you can reach out to the Niagara Falls Community Health Center. Our phone number is 905-356-4222. It's important that you listen to the recording when you call, because it's got important information about COVID-19 and things like that. But if you just stay on and listen to the end, it'll take you to reception, and our reception team is really awesome. They can help direct you if, you know, you tell them, hey, I saw this video and I heard you folks have counseling, and like, what's that about? How can I connect? Then our reception team can connect you with the right person from that point. As I mentioned too, we have Instagram, we have Facebook. Our contact information is on there as well. And you can also email, if you just don't know who to email at the health center, you can send a general email to info@nfchc.ca. I should mention too, just important to note that none of the email, the Instagram, the Facebook, that's not to be used for emergencies, for crises. We don't monitor any of those 24/7. But if you just have a general inquiry, then those are decent ways to ask, or the phone, pick up the phone and call.
So email or phone number, right?
Yeah.
So do youth need their parents' consent to get involved with any of the programs or counseling that you guys offer?
Not necessarily. Our counseling services, again, are only for ages 16 and up, right? So once somebody is 16, they really can advocate for their own health needs. Even, you know, if you had a doctor's appointment and you're 16, your parent or guardian no longer has the right to come in with you unless you want them to, right? But as for folks younger than that, yeah, that's something that comes up a lot, even when folks reach out to me. For example, if I have a young person who texts me because I have a work cell phone and they're like, hey, and they've come to terms with, you know, whether it's their gender or their sexual orientation, and they're looking for some support and they want to reach out to me, they might not be ready to reach out to their parents at that point, right? And in this circumstance, like really, there's no age of consent when it comes to advocating for your own health needs and your own well-being. So as long as I, as the service provider, am under the impression that this person is capable of making that decision in their own best interest, then we could still work together. Of course, it's ideal if their parents know. And that's always my first text back is, hey, how old are you? Do your parents know that you're texting me? And this is my number, and I'm Celeste. And if they would like to reach out to me, then please tell them to, right? But yeah, and it can be sticky and you know, uncomfortable for some parents too at some point when they do find out, right? Wait, who are you? And you've been talking to my kid, and what's happening?
Yeah, especially with these topics and conversations.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, it can be challenging, but yeah, no, like I said, of course it's ideal. And when folks, you know, pre-COVID, we'll say, or post-COVID, whatever that means, when we can have programming in person, of course, like, you know, we need an emergency contact. Somebody ideally needs to know where you are, right, when you're accessing our programs. But long story short, the answer is no, that folks, you know, as long as you're acting in your own best interest and able to look out for your own best needs, that you can access those youth services as needed, right? And yeah, if there is not opportunity for their parent or guardian to be involved because of that, whether it's safety, they don't feel comfortable talking to them, then we can navigate that together and figure that out.
Before we wrap up this conversation, is there anything else you want to talk about? Any important facts or something like that people should know?
That's a really good question. I think it just really comes down to, yeah, like I'm full of facts, but I think what it comes down to is that the past year hasn't really been easy for anybody. And please, if you need one more person to tell you, I'll tell you right now, please take care of yourself. Do what you need to do, especially if you're somebody who takes care of other people. Make sure you're taking care of yourself as well. And whatever that might look like, if the Niagara Falls Community Health Center can assist you with that in any way, then please don't hesitate to reach out. Like I said, the contact, Preston's really awesome. I'm sure it's below here, the video. And it's been such a pleasure, Preston. Thank you so much. And again, if anyone has any questions or anything, then please reach out, whether it's to the health center. If you want to reach out to me directly, that's cool too, whatever you're most comfortable with.
Yeah. So guys, make sure you guys reach out if you guys need any help. Numbers are above us and in the description below. Celeste, it was a pleasure to talk to you. I had a wonderful time. I hope you have a great day. Everyone else, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Thanks, Preston.
Alright everybody, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. My name is Preston Sibley with mainly Niagara, and that was episode 3 of the series. Make sure to smash, subscribe, and drop a like on this video and comment down below. We just updated the merch, so if you guys want to go check it out, link is in the description. Get yourself some of the hottest merch in the game. Like I said, make sure to follow all of us on our social medias. They're on the screen right now. Be sure to drop a follow. I know it's much appreciated. But like I said, everybody stay safe. Make sure to contact them if you need any support. All the links are in the description. My name is Preston Sibley. Links are in the description. Stay safe, everyone. Peace.